Hey you guys, it's Monica and welcome back to Period 6 Designs. Today I'm going to show you how I do my swirling technique. So this is my fall swirl tumbler. And so I have, this is 4 different glitters that I picked up from Nola Craft Culture, a local New Orleans craft store. And just some fall type colors of orange, a nice like rich burgundy-ish brown shade, a little pumpkin-y shade. Got some gold in it. And then like an espresso brown color. And so you guys, everyone does their swirls a little different. And this is just the Ozark Trail tumbler. I'm a 20 ounce that I've painted orange. But everybody does their swirls different. Your swirl can be whatever you want it to be. This is how I like to do my swirl. And so I like my swirl to go, each swirl line to go around the cup at least once. So pretty much wherever the top of my swirl line starts, the bottom of it would meet it in that same spot. Like on the same but other side of the cup, if you know what I'm trying to say. And so I'm using the Mod Podge method for this. I think the Mod Podge method is best because it takes so long. So you're going to want to put a nice thick coat on there. You see I have this long spoon that I picked up on Amazon. But make sure you put a nice thick coat of Mod Podge on your cup when you're swirling, because swirling does take time. So you want to give that glue a chance to be able to provide you the stickiness that you need. And so just taking that spoon, I'm gonna just, again, your angle of attack for your swirl can be whatever you want it to be. The thickness can be whatever you want it to be. And so I'm just going in, using the spoon to help me place it where I want to. And you see some people, they do really tight swirls. Some people do really loose swirls. Again, it's up to you. It's whatever you feel. You can try to make the lines as clean as you like them. You can make the lines, you know, I like a more rough, like a looser swirl, one that isn't like necessarily like the colors flow together better. It's not like just like solid lines between the swirls. That's kind of like my signature swirling method. And that's how I like to do my swirls. So, and swirling can be very, and I'm just going in with the next color. Swirling can be very nerve-wracking because, again, there's no method to the madness when it comes to swirling. It's whatever you want it to be, but it also gives you some artistic freedoms when you really think about it. And the good thing is, once you get that first line down and you like how that how the first line looks and the direction of it, you just follow that line now. Once you get the hardest part is getting that first line on the cup, you guys. I'm telling you, once you get that first line on the cup and you're good with the angle of it, you literally just place the next line right next to it. But I know the first time I tried to do a swirl, it's just like, I felt like, you know, the glitter was going everywhere, like it was getting on different parts of the cup. And so my suggestion to that is, when you lay down your glitter, when you go to shake off that line, flick the cup in the direction where you've already put glitter. So you see I'm flicking it what would be towards me to knock the glitter off. That way when you flick it, you're not flicking it into clean glue. So if you're worried about the glitter getting on other parts of the cup where it doesn't need to be, just flick it when you go to knock it off, flick it towards you or the parts that already have glitter. That way, the good thing is if that glitter doesn't like just come straight off and it does kind of migrate into the other glitter, you can just, I'll show you a little later in the video. But all you have to do is just take like a fan brush or any kind of like paintbrush or anything, and you just kind of brush on that area, because the thing is, you're knocking it onto glitter that's already glued on the cup. You're not knocking it on the fresh glue. So you just have to get it off of that glue. I mean, off of that layer of glitter right there. So you just keep going, you guys. Again, swirling is whatever you want it to be. I think these colors look so good together. I really wanted to do a fall cup, and you see I knocked my cup the wrong way, and so my glitter kind of got into that fresh glue. That's what happens when you knock it the wrong way. But I really wanted to do a fall cup, and when I bought these colors, they were just like speaking to me. I'm like, swirl. I'm like, ombre. I'm like, no, not ombre. Swirl. Definitely a swirl. And if you're, if you're like me and like your hand you get a little shaky when you get in these situations, no matter how many times you've done it, using the long spoon is a big help. You can get these literally for like $1 on Amazon. I'll try to leave a link below, but they're dirt cheap. And they're very useful in these situations. And like when you want to quickly go from one glitter to the next, you literally just like knock it. Like I have like the little marble slab that I'm using. You just like knock it a couple of times against it and it'll knock all the glitter off, and you can just keep moving to the next color. And so typically when I do my swirls, like with the width of the swirl that I use and everything, I can usually get each color onto my cup twice. And so that's what I'm on my second to last line now. But usually, again, some people swirl much tighter swirls and much smaller, like as far as width goes, swirls, and they can do the colors multiple times. But the way I do my swirl, I can usually get each color on there twice. And so I just wanted to go back and thicken up that very first line I made. So I'm gonna do that before I drop in my last color. And so what you won't see me do is the bottom on camera, and pretty much I just go in and I put glue on the bottom of the cup and I kind of just get the glitter on there. Nothing special. And so that's how the cup looks when all the glitter is on. And you guys, the good thing is when you do the thick Mod Podge in the swirl, you only have to do one layer of glitter. So I only did one layer of glitter on this cup. I went ahead and I sealed it when I was done. So what you're gonna see me do now, let me stay in order, Monica. I'll be everywhere, y'all. I'm sorry. So right now the cup is dry, and what I'm doing is I'm just going back in with that fan brush, and I am knocking off anywhere where it seems like the glitter flowed into the other color a little bit too much. I'm going in and just taking my fan brush and trying to knock off that excess glitter that's not stuck to the cup. And you see underneath the cup there is glitter coming off. So anywhere I'm like, this swirled a little bit too much. When I flick my cup back, I got a little bit too much in that color. Let me just clean it up. But there really wasn't much to do. I really liked how the cup looked. And so I sealed it with the Rust-Oleum clear coat, and that's all you have to do. So still going in, cleaning up. And like I was saying, when you go to do the bottom, you can either try to follow the swirl pattern that's on the top, but me, usually the best thing that looks best and is easiest is just to throw some glue on the bottom, you guys, and just put all 4 colors on the bottom. Like, don't try to like put it like in a line or anything, or like in cheetah print style, but kind of just get it on there like where it looks like, oh, you got a little bit of, every color. You can kind of see it. But yeah, there has to be no method to the madness, just whatever you feel. And so I've knocked off all the glitter. Oh, you guys, this cup is so beautiful. I'm so in love with it. It looks so good. And so I spun it on my spinner. Like I said, I sealed it, did 1 coat of clear, and then I put a little decal with my initials on it. And this is what I have. So I tried to step outside to get you guys some natural light footage of it. But yeah, it's so pretty. It looks so good, and it's so fall ready. I really like. I always say whenever time I make a new cup, and you can see the bottom right there. Anytime I make a new cup, I'm always like, this is my favorite cup. But this really may be like my favorite cup ever. I am in love, absolutely in love with this cup. I love it, love it, love it. Alright, you guys, well, that's it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would really love you to join the Period 6 Designs family, and I will see you guys in the next one.